Okay then, so what planet should we tackle next? We already did Sidet, we already did Jojo. I did not mean to fly there. How about Ormos? Let's tackle Ormos. You are a very, very brown planet. I am not sure what this says about you, but oh my! This world is Ormos. It was occupied by the very last human civilization. That civilization went to extreme and extraordinary measures to survive the Creeper. I don't understand why so many civilizations would rise and fall. How was the Creeper always able to return? Patience, extreme patience. When a civilization has existed for hundreds of thousands, even millions of years, with no hint of the Creeper, it forgets. So the Loki would just wait. After eons had passed, they would send the Creeper again. That was one component. Scars, this world was altered during the final conflict. It was a military outpost specifically designed to withstand the Creeper. I guess that is why there is a trench around it. What are the gems? I'm sure that will come up. Next. Scanners show no emitters here. It must have worked somehow. So they thought. There are no emitters, but there is still Creeper. It is trapped inside a subspace rift and will explode onto the terrain once activity is detected. The final humans here managed to alter some physical constants in this region of space. As such, the Creeper flows more slowly than normal. And with no emitters, our only goal is to collect the tech artifacts and the shield key. Don't underestimate this Creeper. The tech artifacts here are for a siphon and a terp. The siphon will let you extract resources from the resource packs. Even after all these eons, there are still some energy packs on this world. Build siphons on them as soon as possible to access their energy. The terp will allow you to terraform. I knew it! I knew it! I recommend you repair the damage to the walls of the old ruins. That will keep the Creeper at bay while you build up offensive strength. Okay, so we need to get the terraforming key first, which is one of those two. We'll find out. Once you build a terp, the terraform section of your command interface will appear. Just click that button and paint the terrain in a few places to raise or lower it. Any nearby terps will then go to work. All right, let's get this done. Holy crap. Slow my ass. Those are flowing quickly. All right, let's get our command center down. Where can we place you? Right there. That's where we're gonna go. We need to get some collectors online. What you got? That is the siphon. All right, building. Trying to get as much as we can done. And that should be the terraforming pack. Okay, so we need to build a siphon on here. Good. And here. We already have access to those, so that should unlock a lot of energy. And then we need a terp. And a terp is one of the most hilariously named things I have ever heard in my entire life. So you need to build there, and we're going to build... why? Terraform. Brush size 3. We're going to go to 1. Terrain height 10. Is that how this works? I think that is how this works. Okay then, so let's build some more collectors out here. Doo-dee-doo, Alright, then we build a siphon and a siphon. And let's build a terp. That must be short for terraforming something. I would imagine. We're going to do that. Ah, yes, it is building. We need another terp. Ah, wrong one. There's a terp. And there's a terp. And there's a terp. And there's a terp. So we can alter these out. All right, so we are still running into some issues with power production. So let us go go ahead and paint the rest of the world green, which we can do rather easily. Build another siphon. Okay. Wow, that is a rather terrifying amount of creeper. And it's just gradually creeping towards us inch by inch. I am not sure how I feel about this, but we're going to roll with it. We have no other choice. Let's start filling in all this space with reactors. Come on, you can do this. There we go. I'm actually limiting how many can build at once by the bandwidth of the nearby units. So it's not trying to tackle every single one of these at one time. Thankfully. So we're going to need to start making a dent in all of this crap. Let's go ahead and build... Let's build a mortar up here. And we should actually build... let's terraform some. We can go to terrain height 10. And let's just level all of this out, so that we can then make a whole lot of mortars all the way around the edge. That seems like a fun time. Maybe that's a bad investment. I'm not sure. So we're going to do it there. We're also going to make room here, I think. Yes? Yes. Alright, so mortar is building there. I think we might be running into bandwidth issues. Maybe. So let's go ahead and cancel out of here, and let's build... We actually should get another couple of collectors up here. And build a relay or two. Just to kind of join everything together. Fantastic. And now we wait. We must wait for all of the reactors to finish so that we have an ample power supply with which to do the rest of the things. And that is not looking healthy at all. I just heard something pop. What popped? Probably that, because I accidentally placed one over there. Alrighty, why are you not connecting? That is the question here. A mortar is online and we have full power, therefore we have some room to build now. Let's go ahead and start making some mortar emplacements on all of these edges. That'll get us started, at least, on defending. Alright, we need a couple more places here to place some things. Terraform. We're gonna make a little ledge here. And let's make some ledges here as well. And then we need to make some air stations, because strafing runs can help with this. Let's make some strafers. I think that's going to be our weapon of choice to fight outside the walls. And then we also need to keep up our reactor building, because we are always going to need more power, right? Right. The answer to that is always yes. There is never, ever, ever, ever enough power, no matter what your RTS of choice is. Okay, maybe that's not entirely true, but whatever. Is there a power mechanic? There is a power mechanic in Command & Conquer. There's one that acts on strictly points. I know Dawn of War does, but I'm thinking of another one, and I do not recall what it is. Dog, you are not supposed to chew on a shoe. Okay. Let's get these strafers loaded up here. Why are you not really... I guess it's because all of the energy is being expended in that direction for building our reactors. Thankfully, though, the mortars are doing a reasonably acceptable job of at least keeping the creeper from getting too deep over here. After all, the mortar does do a fantastic job versus the deep creep. I think that's what we're going to call this from now on. All right, we're just going to build a few of these like right up next to the edge because they should be able to reach. I did not think about that. They can fire over the walls. I don't even have to terraform. But you know what? It's already started, so we're going to do it anyway. All right, so you're placed. We're going to go up to 3x speed, I think. Go ahead and build all of the reactors that we can. Fill in all these little spaces here. And I think our strafe should be full of fuel. So let's send those out. All right, so the goal here is to get the key. So we need to... We've actually got this pretty well suppressed over here. We're actually gaining ground on that side. So let's go over here and let's start laying in some strafer runs. The one thing that sucks about this is that I'm not going to be able to get any anti-creeper, which is very, very sad indeed. What I am going to be able to do, though, is build so many strafing runs that it just chews up all the creeper. And then I'll be able to build a series of relays that bridges the gap right here to the key. But for that, I am probably going to need a few more strafers. Strafers are love, strafers are life. Strafers can travel across the map and stab you with a knife. All right, the creeper is thinning. It is working. It is definitely working. Something is happening at least. I may have filled too much space with reactors. Now I don't have room to build anything. But you know what? I'm still expending all of my power, so I do not regret it. Not even one little iota. Let's build a thing up there where we're supposed to not be building those. All right, creepy sounding music. What are you getting me ready for here? Okay, more strafers. We have successfully knocked back the creeper from this area. So we just need to keep it clean. That's all we got to do. All we got to do. All right, are you going to launch? Are you not targeted? You are targeted. Okay. Good deal. So many creeper. I don't think I have ever seen this many. It's the unstoppable tidal wave of creep. Okay. Let us start building some relays because I think we are going to have enough space here. Just go carefully, my friend. Go carefully. Got to get in there while the getting's good, while the strafe and run is in effect. We should probably also build some cannons, because I think cannons would come in very handy here. Come on, you got this. You got this. I know you can handle the bandwidth. Oh, crap. There's a choke point. Maybe? Maybe. Let me build some relays out this way, because I think it's not getting enough bandwidth here. We're going to kill you and make a relay there. And now we're connected by relay all the way over. Awesome. Awesome. Now we have all of our guns ready. And we are going to build the final relay, which will connect us to the key. And then you know what we're going to do? I'm going to attempt a mass gun drop on the deepest part of the creeper just to see how it works. Continue playing, please. I have hilarity to cause. Alright, so we got all these guns. So many guns, I don't know what to do with it. They're building up very rapidly indeed. Except for the ones that are not within reach of a relay. So we would need one of those. Alright, we are almost prepared. I'm going to fly over here and just drop them in this and see what happens. It's probably going to end badly, but it's going to be an experiment so that I will know if this works for later. Alright, you're all just about ready, I think. Let me see. Can I select more of you? There we go. We got all of them. All right, over here we go. We're going to drop right there. Goodbye, creeper. I am flying from my place of safety over to where the creeper is deeper. Slowly, slowly. Like a massive group of UFOs traversing the land here. How will this turn out? I am not sure. That is the answer. We have approximately 20 seconds to kill while they're moving. Oh, come on. I do always survive. All right, here they go. Are you actually going to do anything? The health bars are dropping. Oh my goodness. No. No. If I was building relays on my way there, that would have actually worked. Here, let's do this. Come on, little relays. Build. Build like your life depends on it. The creeper is coming. The turrets are dying. As long as I have things there to support the flow of ammunition, like this would actually work. I am legitimately amazed. Wow. Okay, I think I know how we're defeating the next round. This is officially a tactic that works, and it is going to be made use of. All right, guys, we got it. Finish that mission. We're going to quit out of this. Leave the world, exit, and go back.